Good afternoon. Welcome in live from the home of the Pittsburgh Vengeance here at Alpha Ice Complex, just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Game one of the USHL Fall Classic. Fox takes on Wilkes. First meeting between these two teams. Starting lineup, we're going to have Mason Martin in net. We're going to have Jack Langen and Leland Henning at D. Kai Molyneux, Mason Hart, Easton Ball at forward. If you see a 30 out there flying around, that's Ryan Toysher. He forgot his jerseys at home, so he's wearing Chase's white jersey for this one. 17-minute period, and we're off. Wilkes with it, dumped in deep. Lonnie, first one over, tries to ram it up the wall, gets it to Hart. Hart pitches to Easton. Ball in the zone, throws it in deep, takes a big hit along the boards. Puck's in the corner. Puck behind the net. Hart's with it. Ball goes right to the bench for a change. Wilkes inside. Cut off by Kai, pops out to Langen. Langen at the red line. Jack throws it in deep for Ryan. Ryan roughs up the defenseman in the corner. Puck pops free to Wilkes. They take it back behind the net. Ryan gives chase. Thrown, not out of the zone. Kale throws that back in. Wilkes with it. Poked away by Ryan. Near side, Dylan with a hit. Puck pops up to Ryder. He throws it in deep. Dylan's line. So Dylan, Ryder, Ryan out with Parker and Kale. Puck is thrown all the way down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off. Kale's the first one there. Kale picks it up behind the net, ties it up in the feet. Kale comes away with it, skates it around, backhands one to Dylan. Dylan's got Ryder with him. Long shift. Ryder backhands it in to Dylan. Dylan walks in with Ryan. Dylan drops to Ryan. Gets one on. That is under the leg pad and save. So if anyone's coming tomorrow morning before the noon game, try to coordinate and pick up Ryan's jerseys if you can. It sounds like he won't have them until the afternoon game. They left them at Southside. Penny, Granville, and Taya Fink Coops. Penny thrown out, Granville in the dot. Penny, puck through the middle, Penny on his back end. Tries to get one on, puck in the corner. Oh, Braxton goes down. We're going to get a first penalty here on Wilkes. Fox to the power play. Be smart. We'll see what kind of variety this is here. We're going to get a rough, 2-minute rough. Ballsy back out now with his line. With Fink and Langen on this power play. Face off, one to Wilkes. There you go to rim it around, gets past Kai all the way down. Mason out to play it. Sets it up for Langen. Jack throws the brakes on, takes a look, leaves it for Kai. Kai floats in near side. Kai brings the puck in, centers one over to Ball, tries to drag around Camp. Easton to Hartz. Hartz sets it up at the dot to Fink. Fink to Langen. Langen backhands one to Kai. Kai top of the circle, middle for Ball. Bumper goes wide. Fink backhands one up along the boards for Langen. Langen back down for Fink. Fink sends one through. It's tipped right up in the air by Hart. Bouncing puck up in the air. We're going to get a whistle. Ryan's line out with Lenny and Parker. Face off, one by Wilkes. Thrown all the way down. Mason out play. Gets past him. Ryan ties this up, gets out for Parker. Parker over to Lenny. Lenny carries it in. Lenny drives, drops to Dylan. Dylan up top for Parker. Parker back down to Dill. Dylan in the middle for Ryan. Shoots. Hits the goalie's shoulder. Up and around to Lenny. Lenny to Parker. Parker off the blue line. Sends one through. That's save. 48 seconds left on the power play. Same 5 stay out for Fox. Face off one by Ryan to Ryder. Up for Parker. Drops for Dill. Dylan back to Parker. Parker sends one through. That's blocked. Out of the zone. Mason out to play it at the hash mark. Mason takes it behind his net. Rims it around for Parker. Parker skates it back behind Mason. 30 seconds left on the power play. Parker skates it out far side. Over to Ryan. Ryan in. Backhands one over for Dill. Dylan takes the hit. Drops the line. He's got Ryder in the middle. Ryder scores! Ryder from Ryan. Power play goal for Fox. Ryder continues his torrid streak. Takes off 1, 2 and Taya. Coops misses Fink. Wilkes jumps on that, gets around Fink. Centers one, hits the skates of Penny. Coops gets a stick on this. Braxton cleans it up. Braxton around the net. Tied up. Puck with Wilkes in the corner. Penny and Fink. Fink wins this D side, skates behind Mason. Takes in Taya. Taya backhands one ahead to Granville. Misses him, goes right to Penny. Knocked off Penny's stick. Wilkes on it. Going in deep. Hits Coops. Pops right to Wilkes. Centered to nobody. Far side now. Wilkes with it. Chip behind the net. Fink for Taya in deep. Wilkes with it. D to D. Through the middle connect. Chip past Costa. Mason settles it. Backhands one along. Day comes down for it. Doesn't get there. Wilkes with it. Poked away by Day. Day through the middle. Taken by Wilkes. Wilkes near side. In deep now. Ball gets chased. Doesn't get there. Henning can't get there either. Puck rimmed in deep. Mason up play it. Mason sets this up for Langen. Langen rims it. Taking Wilkes shot. Hits a body. Mason gets a blocker on it. Day with it. Up to Kai. Kai drives in. Bouncing puck. Comes to Day. Day has it poked away. In the corner. Liam to Easton. Easton kicks it along himself. He's ran off that puck again. Easton's taken a few hits already this game. Puck off the boards. Hits Langen. Langen gloves it down. Wilkes touches it first. Wilkes with it. Through. Block. On Langen. Stick. Pop free to the middle. Shot. Oh, hits Mason's stick and goes wide. Fox catches a break there. Langen through the middle. Hits Day. Day pokes it ahead. Wilkes on it. Pass near side. Back behind the net now. High on the forecheck. Drops. Ryan in with him. Puck bounces up in the air. Behind the net. Glove down by Wilkes. Try to go through the middle. Can't. Bouncing puck. Ryan gets back. Gloves it down. Backhands one along. Wilkes with it. Fox careful on the change there. Wilkes picks this up. Pitch through the middle. Taken by Dylan momentarily. Wilkes takes it back. Going to a soft spot. Ryder rips this in deep. Dylan picks it up. Dylan with speed. Backhands one. Taken by Wilkes. Numbers the other way. Picked off by Duraney. Ryder in 1-on-2 now. Duraney tries to join the play. Ryder sends one on. Save. Behind the net. Puck rims around. Wilkes near side. Kale picks this off. Ooh. Oops, seals him off. Up 3 now, down low. Granville can't get there, but Taya does. Puck knocked down by Fink. Bounces to Coops in front of the net. Coops has his stick lifted. Puck behind the net with Wilkes. Up to the point. Connects. Mason with a glove save. Face off to the right of Mason. Puck with Hart. Now down to Langham. Puck through the middle. Pops out to Hart. Hart's around the D. Ball calling for a chip. Hart can't get it to him. Puck comes all the way deep to Lenny. Lenny D to D to Langen. Puck skips off Jack's stick. Tries to go back to Lenny. Can't. Langen on it. Off the boards for Day. Day's got ball through the middle. Hits him. Ball and Hart's in. 2-on-1. Ball on his backhand. Shoots. Save. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Kale, Parker. Ryan wins this clean to Ryder. Up to Parker. Drops it for Ryder. Ryder gets through the contact over to Parker. Parker shot, blockered away. Pops to Ryan. He has his stick lifted. Puck flipped out of the zone. Kale's me the first one there. Mason talking to him. Kale through the middle. Puck chipped out of the zone. Pops free to Wilkes. Parker gets a stick on this. Puck in deep. Kale sixes ahead. Too far for Dylan. Puck rimmed around. Parker picks it up. Parker up the boards for Ryder. Pumps to Kale. Kale to Ryder. Ryder to Ryan. Ryan in 1-on-3. Shot blocked. Ooh, goalie fights it up in. Oh, just wide. Near side. Coops picks this up. Thrown through the middle. Looks fair. Can't control it. Penny pokes it ahead. Looks fair. That should be an ice, and they beat it out. Looks fair takes this away. Ooh, Penny goes down. Takes the player with him. Looks fair behind the net with it. Up to the point. Through the middle. Coops takes that away. Puck down low. Coops gets one hand on it over to Antea. Antea pokes off his stick. Gets it out of the zone now. Puck hits Penny's skate. Comes near side. Looks fair. Picks this up. Send in deep. Mason settles it. Coops on it. Coops backhands for Fink. Looks fair. Takes it away. Ball in the corner of the hip. Puck pops free. Ball pokes to Kai. Turned over down low. Bouncing puck. Granville throws it out of the zone. Wilkes brings it right back in the zone. Coops with it. Coops with a little bit of time in space. Takes a look. Throws one. Hits Kai. Kai's got ball with him. Kai in. Shoots. Scores. Kai with the second of the game. I have Liam, Hart, Kai, Lenny, Jack. Wilkes there with it. Cycled. Comes right to Hart's. Tries to dangle around. Now he just gets it in deep. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Wilkes tries to bat it in deep. Can't. Hart's takes it away. Oh, Kai's going to be offside. They got to get back. Hart's on the forecheck. Wilkes fair with it. Near side now. Comes to Lenny. Fans on the shot. Gay throws it in deep though. Hart's behind the net. Can't get there. Langen seals the point, though. Throws it back down low. Picked off by Wilkes. Backhanded through. Langen cuts this off. Backhands one in. Not deep. Turned over at the blue line. Day to Kai. Doesn't connect. Now it's in deep. Langen takes a swat at it. Doesn't connect. Puck in deep. On Jack's stick. He rims it right to Wilkes. Dylan on the back check. Takes that away. Puck along the boards. Wilkes cycles it in deep. Ryan down low. Center to nobody. Dylan takes it. Dylan's got Ryan far side. Hits him on the backhand. Ryan has that poked away. Wilkes throws this in deep. Icing arm is up and called. Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Parker, Kale. Ryan wins this draw. Wilkes takes it though down low. Puck pops up to Parker. Poke past him. 2-on-1 on Kale. Kale takes that away down low and gets his hand on that. Chipped out by Parker. Ryan, Ryder, Kale. 3-on-2. Over to Kale. Kale. Oh, he just misses Ryder. Wilkes backhands this out of the zone. Kale gets a stick on this. Parker's going to pick it up. Ryder, near side. Ryder reverses it out to Parker. Parker to Kale. Long shift. Kale dumps it in. Box gets a change. Puck ripped through the middle. Fink takes him away. Coops with the puck. Rims it around for Granville. Granville backhands this along the boards. Picked off. Coops takes it away, though. Comes away with the puck. Goes behind the net. Mason tells him wheel. Coops goes the brakes on. Rims it for Antaya. Antaya, round one. Has his stick lifted, turned over. Coops and Fink back. Coops gets that over into the board. Wilkes shot. Loose. Mason save. Puck pops out. Granville skates into it. Granville backhands one to Jack Fink. Fink enters the zone. 1-on-4. Throws it in deep. Chases it around. Kai, oh, man. Kai almost picked that off in the slot. Instead, Wilkes with numbers the other way. Puck chipped out of the zone. Fox with numbers now. Kai, Easton, Hart. Back to Kai. Pass taken away. Kai takes a hit, gets the puck low. Shot by ball goes wide. Langen cuts this off with the blue line. Down low. Hit. Easton. Easton takes a hit. Turned over. Wilkes in. 2-on-2. Thrown in deep. Mason out to play it. Sets this up. Takes a look. Pokes it over to Jack. Langen ahead for Kai, but out of the zone. Wilkes near side. Through the middle. Connects. Lenny with the hit. Gets around him, though. Langen with it in the corner. Langen rims it around Hart for Kai. Kai with a little bit of time. Takes a look. He's got Hart in the middle. Hart pokes it ahead for Ryan. Ryan drags it through. Ryan shoots just wide. Poked away by Adams. Turned him over. Ryan can't get there. Puck kicked over Ryder's stick. Wilkes enters the zone. Poked away by Parker to Ryder. Ryder pass is deflected through the middle. Oh, no, he can't call that. Okay, he did. Chipped in deep. Parker cuts this off. Parker over to Kale. Kale through the middle. That's not going to get through. In deep. Parker's the first one there. Parker rims it around for Ryder. Ryder through the middle. Misses Ryan. Parker's going to skate over to it. Did not quite get there. Ryan does, though. Ryan to Dylan. Dylan on the backhand. Shoots just wide. Wilkes with numbers. Ryder forces him back. Up to Dylan. Dylan drops for Ryan. Ryan shoots over the net. Wilkes exits. Fink picks him up. Over to Antaya. Antaya, not a, well, it's in the neutral zone anyway. Wilkes through the middle. Tipped in. Mason sets one up for Fink. Fink off the boards, out of the zone. Wilkes with it near side. Through the middle, connects. 2-on-2. Fink takes him wide, gets a stick on this. Puck goes in the corner. Down low, Wilkes with it. In on Penny. Puck hits an escape. Day, oh. Pops right up to Coops, though. Coops has Teo. He doesn't see him. Coaster with it. Poked off his stick. Gets by him. Fink over. Forces a shot. Mason with the save. Didn't know where it was, but he made the save. Loose on the crease. Mason just covers it. Face off. Comes to Kai. Takes a look through the middle. Bouncing puck comes to Hartz. Hartz delays. Red line deep. Ball doesn't quite get there. Wilkes looks through the middle, hits a skate, gets around Lenny. Icing arm is up. He's going to beat it out, though. Shot way over the net into the net. It's off to Langen. Jack goes behind the net. Takes a look, over to Kai. Kai through the middle. Easton with it. Drags it through the ref's feet. Easton ran off that puck. Wilkes takes it away. Wilkes exits the zone through the middle. Drains the neutral zone. Lenny stands him up, poked away. Kai picks this up. Kai's in. Shot. Just misses. Rolls around the dasher. Pops right out to the beat. 25 seconds left. Connects near side. Parker stands him up. On Langen's stick. Parker to Ryder. That hits a stick. Oh. That is just a poor design. All right. Start of the second. We're going to have Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Parker, and Costa now. It's like changed up all the D pairings. We're going to have Wilkes wins the draw. DD doesn't connect. Dylan in on the forecheck. Bounces out to Ryder. Ryder to Dylan. Dylan delays. Takes a look. Tries to get one to Parker. Bounces right to Ryder. He sends one over to the south spot. Parker skates into it. Shoots. Leg save. Bounces free to Ryan. He backhands one. Goes into the corner. Down low, rimmed around by Ryder to Dylan. Dylan back down to Ryder. Ryder tries to center one, taken by Wilkes. Pop right out to Dylan. Dylan slides it up to Coops. Coops over to Parker. Parker sends one down, tips a couple times. Loose, Ryder, save. Oh, net was off, whistle was called. Penny, Day, Granville. Puck one right on the goalie covers. Henning, Langen. Takes off, Langen rips one over Lenny stick. Takes a big bounce. Not out of the zone. Day keeps it in momentarily. Now it's out. Offside. Penny, Granville, Day, Langen, Henning. Takes off one to Wilkes. There's Granville in front of the Fox gun. Comes out to Wilkes and is turned over. Granville ahead for Day, 2 Fox. Oh, Day steps on a stick, goes down hard. Shipped around him. Wilkes through the middle, connects. Langen, poke check. Penny. Puck stops on the ice. Wilkes with it. Goes wide on Langen. Langen puts him down centering pass. Doesn't connect. Wilkes with it. Point now, though. Got through. Blocked by Penny. Penny off the boards. Taken by Wilkes there. Near side. Overskates this. Offside. Ball, Hart, Molyneux, Thornton, Fink. Takes off one to Fink. Off the glass. Not out. Down low, Kale picks this up. Over to Hart. Hart's with Kai. Hart's backhands one along for Kai. Kai behind the net with it. In the corner, takes a hit. Wilkes picks this up. Hits ball with it though. Easton steps down the boards. Fink thought about stepping. Bails out. Chip got around him though. Fink at the red line to Kai. Kai tied up here. Puck 1-3 to Wilkes, D side. Ball in. Couldn't quite free that up. Flip through the middle. Fink. It hits him. Gets that out. Kai on it. Through the middle. Ball. Ball drags it in. Over to Hart's. Hart's tied up. Wilkes with it. Easton overskates it. Wilkes still with it. Wilkes on it. Through the middle. Poked in deep. Fink picks this up with a lot of time. He's got Kai near side. Throws it off the boards. Bad bounce through the middle. Okay, Ryder backhands one in deep. Ryan gives chase. Wilkes chips through. Coops cuts this off. Coops doesn't connect. Through the middle. Doesn't connect again. Coops on it. Throws the brakes on. The Ryder taken away. Down low. Behind Mason. Parker off the boards for Dylan with space. And Ryan and Ryder. His chip doesn't connect. Puck tied up at the blue line. Wilkes comes away with it. Red line, deep. Mason, I'll play it, sets it up. Parker skates into it, takes a look through the middle, hits it. Oh, he misses Dylan, but that might be on net. It is. Yep. Kaya in on the forecheck. Wilkes Granville pokes this away. Pokes it away again. Puck down low. Penny. Big bounce out. Granville keeps it in. Throws it down low. Doesn't get it to Penny. Wilkes with it. Ice him up. Braxton and Antea. Top free. Chipped around. Delaney with it. Delaney backhands one to Jack. Langen can't settle it. Goes when it hits a leg pad, comes right to Parker. Watch it. Parker will try the boards for Antea. Icing arm is up. Waved off. Picked off by Penny. Sends one far corner. Wilkes turned over to Paul. Paul walks in the slot. Shot. Save. Big rebound. Wilkes through the middle around Hart. Langen gets a stick on this at the blue line. Pokes in around. Oh, Kai by himself. Kai in by himself. Settles it. Shot. Glove save. .12:05 left, second period. Fox up 2-0. Adams and Molyneux, your goal scorers. Ball, Molyneux, Hart, Henning, Langen. Puck won by Wilkes. Langen, oh, lucky he was offsides. Jack went for the hit, whiffed. Ryan, Ryder, Dillon come out. Langen and Henning stay. Puck free to Henning, over to Langen. Langen near side, through the middle. Hits Adams. Comes to Ryan, moves to the deep. Tuesday. Through the middle, connects for Wilkes. Ran off that puck by Henning. Wilkes with it. Up to Ryder. Ryder, good pass to Dill. Dillon in, 1-on-3. Goes wide, slows down. Now explodes down the wall. Goes breaks out behind the net, takes a look. Centers one to Ryan. Loose. Shot save. Ryan, Dillon, Ryder, Cale, Jackson. Ryan wins this. Ryder skips off his stick, right down to Fink. Fink rims it around for Ryan. Ryan, puck top free. Ryder recovers it, down for Ryan. Ryan sends one cross ice, nobody home. Wilkes regroups behind their own net. Dillon on the forecheck. Dillon runs him off the puck, gets help from Ryan. Dillon and Ryan. Puck pops free to Fink. Fink's shot's blocked. Fink with it. Throws it off the boards for Ryan, or for Dillon rather. Puck pops free to Dill. Dillon backhands one over to Cale. Cale can't get all of this, but he gets in deep enough. Picked off by Dillon. Dillon enters the zone. Ryder calling for it in the middle. Dillon obliges. Shot is blocked just up over the net. Into the netting. Penny, Antea, Granville, Coops, Durant. Granville batted around. Behind the net. Granville gets chased. Parker steps, gets a stick on this, loses his stick though. Puck in deep. Antea in on the forecheck with Granville. Granville purges him away. Wilkes tries to get it around Antea. Now they break it out. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Parker steps, gets a stick on it. Puck in deep, comes right back to Parker. Coops with it. Antea open. Coops can't get to him. Costa with it. Far side hits Penny. Onside. Braxton drags it in. Shoots. Loose. Oh, Antea couldn't find it in front of the net. Penny on it. Slides it up top for Langen. Langen over to Parker. Parker walks down. He's got Antea in front. Slides one. Parker picks this up. Sends a shot that's blocked by Wilkes. With numbers. Durant offsides. Still 2-0 game here. 9:39 second period. I think they're going to ice cut after the second. That's what they did the game before us. Ball wins that draw over to Lenny. Lenny far side, near side down to Lenny. Langen to Kai. Kai through the middle, hits ball. Ball in, around the D, Easton. Can't get a shot off. Over to Hartz. Oh, Hartz goes down awkwardly along the board. Wilkes drags it out. In deep. Through the middle. Lenny just gets back. Ball skates into it. Ball's got Molyneux with him. Poke just past him by Wilkes. D with it. Turned over to Kai by Easton. Kai in again. Kai by himself. Shoots, scores. Molyneux from ball. That's 2 for Kai. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Kale, Jack. Face off, 1-2, Wilkes. Kale pokes this away. Down low. Puck's loose behind the net, centered. Poked away. Dylan with it now. Dylan's got Ryder with him rather. Dylan throws it around the D. Goes and gets it. Takes a look, up top for Fink. Sends one through way high. Up the boards. Kale stops this. It wasn't touched, but icing's waved off. Behind the net now. Wilkes with it. Fink ties it up. Centered, loose. Ryan puts it in the corner. Shot. Tied up. Comes to Ryder. To Dylan rather. In deep. To the middle, connects. Wilkes throws this in deep. Oops, gets there with help from Duraney. Duraney through the middle. It's going to bounce off the boards to Penny. Penny's got Day and Antea with him. Over to Antea. To Day. Tip just wide. Puck thrown out of the zone. Bouncing puck. Past Parker. Parker comes back for it. Throws it along the boards for Antea. Wilkes picks this up in the corner. Rimmed around. Oops, lifts the stick. Puck out of the zone to Penny. Penny, dangerous pass to Duraney. To Antea. Hits the body, goes in deep. Day on the forecheck. Wilkes with it. Off the board. Past Coops. Ball. Races after it. Tips it ahead for Coops. He gets it out of the zone. Over to Kai. Kai looking for 3. Kai throws the brakes on. Waits for help. He's got ball crashing through the middle. Tries to get one to him. Turned over. Wilkes with numbers. Kai evens it up though. Puck in deep. Langen to Kai. Wilkes takes it away though. Rim down low. That hits Kai. Pops out. Kai pokes it ahead to himself. Kicks it to himself. Long shift. He just pitches one in deep. Goes after it. Kai pokes it away down low. Kai throws the brakes on. In the corner now. Gets help from Ryan. Ryan centers one hard. Stone. Comes to Lenny. Shoots. Save. Bouncing puck through the middle. Out of the zone. 6.5 left. Langen picks this up. Langen in front of the net. Now reverses course. Turned over behind the net. Through the middle. Lenny gets a stick on this. Starts the breakout. Ryan pokes it ahead to himself. He's got Ryder with him. Ryan picks it up. Dylan late. Sauces one to Ryder. Back to Ryan. Save. Didn't quite catch all of that. Comes up to the point to Kale. Bounces. Kale pins it. Waits for help. Poked ahead by Ryan to Ryder. Ryder's got Fink. Hits him. Fink shoots. Just wide. Rolls all the way around to Kale. Kale throws it down low for Dill. Dylan's got Ryder in the middle. Oh, Braxton sent that just wide. Fink on it. Dylan picks this up. Backhands it along to Penny. Penny centers. Nobody home. Puck thrown out of the zone. Kale picks this up at the red line. Takes a look. Over to Fink. Fink up for Ryder. Tipped in. Goalie plays this. Into the corner for Penny. Looks fair behind the net. Tries to flip through the middle. Dale steps. Gets a piece of it. Looks fair. Turned over Day. Day to Granville. Granville rolling puck to Fink. Looks fair. Oh, they almost had a breakaway there. Jeez. Ball. Day has a stick lifter, but it comes right to Parker. Sends one, tipped by Granville. Puck tied up in some feet. Day in the corner with it now. Day drags around. Sends one, doesn't make it all the way through. Comes right back to him though. Puck loose. Wilkes comes away with it. Flips through the middle. Gets past Delaney. Parker with a burst of speed. Gets back. Coops rims it around for Hartz. Hartz backhands one, not out. Gets a second whack at it, still not out. Thrown in on net. Mason covers it, moves it to Parker with his hand. Parker to Kai. Kai's got Hartz through the middle. Nice bounce pass. Mason walks in, shoots. Goes low. Kicked away by the goalie. Easy ball. Coop stands him up. Parker in the corner now. Parker takes the hit, rims it off to Kai. Kai with a little bit of time takes a look. Through the middle. The ball. Ball back to Kai. Kai couldn't drag it forward. Just has to backhand it in deep. Ryan in on the forecheck now. Looks fair, reverses it. Goes down, has to bring it right back. D to D again behind the net. Kai over his stick. Langen takes this away. Oh, he gets around him. In on Lenny. Shot goes wide. I think Lenny might have got a shin pad on it. Off the boards, Kai takes this. Kai's got Ryder and Ryan joining him. Kai looks for Ryan backdoor, just too far behind him. Ryan drags through. Picked off his stick, though. Looks fair. And deep. Mason sets this up for Jeff. Langen skates into it. Around the contact. Reverses it for Ryan. Ryan rips one through the middle. Hits Ryder. Ryder in by himself, looking for two. Ryder shoots. Save. Puck off the boards. Dale throws it in deep. Wilkes collides behind the net. Penny gets safe. Rimmed around. Dylan. Fink steps. Gets there. Waits for help from Penny. Fink pulls it off the boards. Walks in. Shot hits the crossbar. Comes all the way out of the zone to Kale. Kale finds Penny. Penny got Fink crash in the middle. Throws it behind the net for Granville. Granville through the middle. Hits Penny. Oh. 2:12 left in the period here. Takes up one by Penny. Granville pokes it ahead to Coops. Coops down low. Rolling puck through the middle. Kept in by Parker. Parker walks down the slot. Shot scores. That's going to be unassisted from Delaney. Takes off one by Wilkes. Near side. Shift around. Delaney pulls this out of the zone. Puck hits Kai. Day outside. Takes off one by Fox. Oh, all Delaney overskates this. Gets back though. Ty through the middle of the day. Poked off his stick. Picked up by Hartz. We got a cross check here on Wilkes. Bear Fox back to the power play. 1 for 1 today on the power play. Ryan, Dillon, Ryder, Parker, Lenny. First off, one by Wilkes there. Through the middle, right to Ryder. Over to Dill. Dillon taken away. Parker with it. To Dillon. To Ryan. Up top for Lenny. Over to a soft spot to Dillon. Dillon. Down low for Ryder. Back to Dillon. Nope. Ryder turns and shoots. Save. Comes to Dillon. Dillon. Ryder with it. Ryder off the boards for Parker. Parker to Langen. To Lenny, rather. Lenny walks down in the middle. Tip just wide by Ryan. Dillon with it. Down to Lenny. Lenny slides one to Ryan. Just can't get all. Ryan tries to throw one off the side of the goalie. Backhands one up to Parker. Down to Ryder in his feet. Ryder comes away with it over to Lenny. Lenny shot, tipped, loose. Ryder couldn't find it. 30 seconds left in the period, 1 minute in the power play. Durante throws a break down, walks down to Lenny. Doesn't get all of that. Puck rimmed out. Mason way out to play it. To Parker. Parker through the middle, hits Antea. Antea's got Granville with him. Granville up the boards for Langen. Langen backhands one. That will do it for the period. I'm sorry? For the parents and grandparents, yeah.
I tried not to listen.
No.
You did really well.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. All right, back for the start of the third here. It sounds like we're down Easton now for the remainder of this game. Something to do with his ribs, probably from that first hit he took right at the beginning of the game. So Fox up 4-0 into the third period, still on the power play. Sereni with it, knocked off his stick. Kai skates into it. Kai looking for the hat trick. Fakes Penny, he's got to get back onside. 10 seconds left on the power play. Kai sets it up down low, rims it around for Fink. Mason lets the boys know. 5 seconds. Wilkes takes this away. He's going to come out of the box. 2-on-2. Kai picks him up, though. And Tay on the back check lifts the stick. In on Mason, though. Save. And that is way off. Now we're going to get a whistle here. So we're going to have Ryan Ryder, Day, Henning, Langham. Face off to Henning. Tries to chip the ball, cut off by Wilkes. Comes to Adams, out of his zone. Not Langham. Ryan gets chased. Batted out of his zone by Langham, though. Wilkes throws this in deep. Martin settles it behind the net. Henning skates into it. Comes around far side. Chipped right to Wilkes, though. Wilkes down low on Mason. Covered. 8 forwards, 6 D for the rest of this game. Ryan wins this draw, tied up. Chip not out. Wilkes tries to be line. Rims hard around. Oh, bad bounce right through the middle. Lenny puts it in the boards, rims it around. Wilkes at the point with it. Shot. Mason sticks this behind the net. Big bounce. Wilkes with it. Far corner. Right line. Shot. Mason toe save. Lenny ran off that puck. Wilkes with it. Cycled down low. Lenny with a hit. Chipped around him to the point. Knocked down by Ryder. Ryder looks for help. Ryan gets it out of the zone. Hits Day in the skate. Day in 1-on-2. Now 1-on-4. Day goes wide. Shot over the net. Puck rims around. Dylan with a nice move. Dylan with another move on his backhand. Pitches one on net. Goalie save. Sorry about that. I forgot the clock there. 15:07. Takes off to Parker. Drags around. Sends one down low. Dylan can't get a shot off. Dylan with it. Down the boards. Throws it hard around for Hartz. Hartz picks this up in the corner. Up to Coops. Coops sends one knuckle puck wide. Hartz on the back check. Gets a piece of this with Granville. Puck up in the air. Duraney blows the tire. Wilkes with numbers. Dylan in. Dylan takes him away. Coops with it. Coops out of Granville through the middle. Hits the skate. Right back to Coaster, though. He skates it out of the zone. Granville stays onside. Coops, oh boy, a lot of glue around him. Wilkes tries to rim this around. Bounces straight up in the air, though. Penny with the hit. Wilkes tail gloves this down. Rips it in deep. And Taya picks this up all the way around. Fresh ice, that puck rolled all the way around. And Taya up to Fink. Fink sends one through, tipped wide. And Taya picks this up. And Taya over to Fink, over to Kale. Kale through the middle, hits it. Penny. Oh, Kai stuffed on the doorstep. Wilkes rims this around. Kale can't get there. Icing arm is up and called. Good puck movement there from Fox. Kai with a look on the doorstep. Langen gets this draw. Down low to Adams. Tries to go far side to Henning. Bouncing puck. Lenny backhands it along. Day down low. Day's out there with Adams and Toysher. Rolling puck's going to come all the way down. Mason tries to settle it for Langen. Langen comes back out, far side, cuts through the middle, fumbles that. Gets it to Day, though. Day backhands one to Ryan. Let's poke off his stick. That's going to be offsides. Fox going to have to touch up. And they do. Looks fair, poked in. Henning with a hit. Mason rips this around. Langen bats it along for Day. Day chips through the middle to Ryan. Ryan in with Ryder. Ryan, 2 riders. Stuffed by Wilkes there. Day picks this off, throws it in deep. High sticking arm is up. That's going to be called as soon as he touches it. And he does. Durrani and Coops, Lakefield, Hearts, Granville. Face off one to Coops in his suit. Just has to do everything he can to get it down deep. Hartz with it. Granville calling for it in the middle. Hartz goes wide, down the goal line. Off the boards for Parker. Parker catches this, sends one through. Looking for a tip, doesn't happen. Pops out to Dylan on his backhand. Couldn't corral. Thrown off the boards. Coops with the body. Durrani with the puck. Oh, thought he had Hartz on that side, didn't. Wilkes throws it in deep. Martin. Durrani. Durrani, oh, a lot of traffic in the middle. Hits Hart's skate, or licks his skate, goes in the corner. Puck bounces out to Parker. He can't get all of it, though. Dylan pokes it away. Puck in the middle. Wilkes rips this in. They touch up. Hart's backhands one to Coops. Coops through the middle, hits Jack. Granville in. Takes a pause. Ty calling for it. Can't get it to him. Puck to Kale. On sides. Comes to Coops. Coops through the body. Penny, hits a skate. Wilkes in. Penny gets a stick on the puck in deep. Martin outplay it. Sets it up for Kale. Kale for Granville to Ty. Ty through the middle. Tries to drag around, can't. And he puts this in the corner. Wilkes Fink takes him. Kale picks up the puck. Kale rims this around. Nobody home. Down low. Mason with a save. Picked off by Penny. Down low for Fink. Fink off the boards. That's going to... Icing's waved off. Wilkes rims this around. Comes up to Kale. Kale pitches this in deep for Antea. Good talk by Lenny. Switches with Kale on the back end so Kale can get a change. Through the middle. Kai fans on it. Wilkes pokes ahead. Langen chips it to Kai. Kai gets a stick on this to Ryan. Kai with it. Soft chip ahead for Ryan. Too far, though. Ryan in the corner for it. Ryan lays the body, takes the puck. Through the middle, connects with Langen. Langen walks down, shoots. Goalie makes a save. Wilkes is just going to try to ice this down. Icing. Kai hunting that hat trick. He's had a couple of looks this period. Going to get Hartson, Granville, and Lakefield with Langen and Henning. Face off. Oh, splits the D. Lenny picks this up. Off the boards. Hits Granville on the back. He gets a stick on this, though. Frees it up. Langen takes him away. Drug around him. Dylan with the body. Mason with the poke check. Granville tries to bounce it off the boards. Taken by Wilkes. Tries to drag around Langen again. Can't. Jack. That's a hand pass. Yep. Ty and Taya, Penny, Jack, Lenny. Face off, tied up, hits Ty, doesn't get in the zone. Penny gets this out. Wilkes for D to D. Near side. Gets her out of Taya. Taya out the back check, pokes it away. Ty picks this up, throws it in deep. Behind the net, Penny will be the first one there, far corner. Explodes off the wall, takes a look, centers one right through into Taya's feet. Ty with it. Drops it for Langen. Langen backhands one along for Penny. Rolls off Penny's stick, down low. Wilkes Barre off the board, hits a body, gets by Lenny. Jack picks him up, one-on-one. Jack pokes this away, takes the body, puck in the corner with Ty. Ty backhands it along, out of the zone. It's going to settle. Wilkes Barre catches Fox in the change. They go wide. Poops forces them behind the net. Up behind the net now. Wilkes Barre cycles it right to Parker. Parker takes a look, cuts up the middle. Parker skates it out. Hits Ryan. Rear side. Ryan gets buried. That's going to piss him off. Through the middle. Past Ryan. Ryan with the body. Puck rolls around near side corner. Down low. Ryan pokes it along for Parker. He pokes it along for Leon. Leon's got Ryder. Can't get it off the board. Ryan. Parker. Soft chip. Hits Day. Not out. Parker pokes it ahead though. Parker with it. D goes down. Parker through the middle to himself. Tries to find Ryder. Can't. Ryder cycles this down low. Puck to Kale. Down deep now. Behind you. Wilkes Barre. Through the middle. Right to Kale. Kale tips this in the zone for Adams. Right to Hartz. Hartz to Dylan. Misses him. Dylan throws the brakes on. Takes the hit. No, he avoids the hit. Puck pops free to Kale. Kale pitches one down. Hits Hartz in the glove. Hartz with it. Cycles it for Dill. Dylan to Hartz. Oh, it's a crossbar. Oh, no. Dylan, Hartz, Granville, Thornton, Fink. Takes off one by Wilkes Barre. And the net. Tipped off the board. Kale steps, keeps this in. Kale walks in, shoots, saved. Face off, tied up. Wilkes Barre takes it. Gonna try to come out to the near side. Chips through the middle, and 2-on-1. Puck goes wide. Hartz can't clear that. In on Mason, he puts it in the corner. Kale gets a stick on this. Loose, poked away by Dill, out of the zone. Wilkes Barre with it. Hartz on the forecheck, forces him all the way behind the net. Off the board. Gathers it. Kale pokes it away to Braxton. Braxton to Granville. Bouncing puck. Wilkes Barre, Lenny. Out of the zone. Ty takes this. Ty waits for reinforcements. Chips off through to Lenny. Lenny walks in. A lot of room. Lenny's shot got blocked. And Taya touches this on to Langen, who sends it deep. Cut off by Wilkes Barre. And Taya drags it around. And Taya takes a look. Takes it all the way behind the net. Jake harassed. Skates it all the way around. Rides the blue line over to Langen. Langen sends one through. Looking for Ty backdoor. Penny picks this up. Poked away from him. Holds the blue line momentarily. Puck in the penalty box. Ryan in to take the draw. We've got Ryder and Liam. Hoops with Delaney. Hoops takes a hit, loses the puck. Ryder bails him out there. Through the middle, Jay flips this. Wilkes overskates this. Ryder skates into it, backhands one along to Parker. Parker back to Ryder through the middle, picked off. And on Coops. Goes wide, hits Parker's feet. Parker tries to get it to Day. Ryan muscles it ahead, though. Ryan out of the zone, into the offensive zone, drops for Adams. Adams takes a look, slides it to Day, one-timer, doesn't connect. Day off the boards to Delaney to Coops. Coops takes a look, sends one. Oh, it scores. Close to Coops. Ryan with the screen, ducked out of the way, found the top corner. Face off goes to Parker's feet. Parker explodes B-side. Cycles it for Coop. Coop pokes it ahead for Day. Day's got Ryan in the middle. Hits Parker backside, though. Parker in to Ryder. Ryder sends one through. Parker looking for the tip in front. Hart, Dylan, Granville, Kale, Jack. Well, we got a running clock now, apparently. Face off one, up to Kale. Kale sends one through, loose. Oh, couldn't find it. Wilkes exits with it. Kale pokes that away. Dylan's going to go here behind the play. Oh, no, Granville, rather. For a trip. Fox to the PK. First time this game. Fox resets at 3:52, 2-minute PK. Lakefield and Hearts, Thorrington and Fink. Takes off one by Wilkes. Down low. Fink takes this. Just help. Down low. Behind, up top now. Chip, connects. Backdoor, Kale throws this out of the zone. Wilkes fair with it. Kale pokes this away, throws this out of the zone. Wilkes fair, try again. Gets around Langen. Lenny takes him away. Penny on the puck. Off the boards, gets a bounce. Ty in a race with the goalie. Wilkes fair through the middle, just past Kai. Kai's going to pick this off. He's got Penny up ahead. Soft chip. Lenny steps, pokes this away. 30 seconds left on the PK. 2:15 in the game. Kai takes this away momentarily. In on Coop, centering pass. Langen gets a stick on it. Kai pokes to himself. Kai tries to drag around and does. Backhands one in deep, gets a change. 5 seconds left on the PK. Granville out of the box now. Delaney off the boards. It's going to come right to Jack out of the box. Granville in alone. Can't settle the puck. Shoots wide. Oops, picks this up. Oh, geez. Puck to Ryan down low. Wilkes throws this out of the zone. Delaney pokes it away. And Taya with it. Taya drags it through, waits for help, comes in the form of Ryan. Ryan ties this up. Wilkes takes it away. 3-on-2 the other way. Tail step, slows this down. In on Fink. Fink takes away the body, gets help from Adams. Loose in the middle. Backhanded out of the zone. 1 minute left. Day picks his pocket, walks in, shot. Loose. Behind the net now. Wilkes picks this up, exits with speed. Enters the zone. Thrown in the Fox bench. Oh, we'll keep that running. I think it went in the trash can. Dylan, Hart, Day, Thornton, Fink. Face-off kicked ahead by Dylan. The Harts. Wilkes off the boards. Dylan throws it down deep, and that will do it. Fox with a 5-0 win in game 1.